Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. The offense will have to use its... of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. He gets a little bit of ground for the offense. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. A new set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll try to get it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Jackson will throw. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get over.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the try is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer.
Ready?
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Coming after it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making.
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. With jet sweep pass. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. It'll be a draw. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll run it to the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good right down the boulevard. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. Nope.
And he's running in the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Vols! And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Sweet cut there. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Second down.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. They're trying to get to it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got him downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a choke play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's White. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Power football with the run. Got room to work. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Quick spin on the run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Got his man quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to fire on second down. Dances away from the heat. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. This dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like the boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They go right back to him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
With the catch, it's Matthews. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown ball! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great
all kinds of running room. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And here comes the offense on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. He's gonna take off. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. And that deep shot's gonna wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Rebels will call on their punt team.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
29 Philly.
Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The lone back's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's your first down for the offense. That's the end of the
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Volunteers are marching down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw fourth down someplace? It's not fourth down, and the punt team's on the field. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Vols will punt it away on fourth down.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A low line drive and short kick. And the returner goes down.
32. And your Ole Miss Rebels will take over. 1st and 10.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Still looking on the move. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three